Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you and a good morning to the overseas candidate who were joining so far for the today's session of SAP Navigation. A very warm welcome to all of you. I hope till date you are all clear that how SAP is going to work around and what would be the processes or the steps or functionality which we are going to learn in upcoming sessions for SAP. Moving forward, I would be the person who is taking care of from the SAP navigation point of view, and I'll guys let you know that how to proceed ahead into the system and what would be the functionality when we are using SAP screens, and how to use the quick trick and tips for the specific transactions to build your SAP knowledge in a better way. Okay, so just a quick update from my side that whenever you'll have a question and queries, as you're already aware of, please put it out your question in a chat box or raise your hand so that I can try to answer your question as many as I can. And we'll just quickly start our today's session in that way. Okay. So before we'll start, how many of you guys will already aware about how many uh, menu bars or standard toolbars or title bar, how many such kind of functionality were available in an SAP's initial screen? Feel free to answer and put it out in a chat box. Okay, that's okay. If you don't have any idea, you can slightly put NA into a chat box so that I can go through that particular transaction if any. And if you're available, try to give answer as many as you can. So we will see it in a one by one transaction today itself. Okay. So just quickly, I hope my screen is visible to all of you, right? So if you can see over here, this is an initial SAP screen where we can find it out that how many menu bar, standard bar or toolbar options we'll have. So if you can see over here, there is a menu, edit, favorite, extra, system, help. These are all termed as a menu bar. If we have an access of an Excel or a Word, there also you can see multiple menus, right? Edit, home, then design, system, settings. Likewise in SAP screen, initial screen as well, we can also have that menu, edit, favorite, extra, system and help. These all are our menu bar, which you can see at the upward. Along with that, if we can move further, these are the alls which are the tools available in an SAP screen. So this is termed as a standard toolbar where we can able to find out the respective transactions. You can go further with the new transaction, initial transaction, next transactions. Also, you can able to customize your screen by this menu. We can further see how this can be happened one by one. Okay. Along with this, if you can able to see it, there is a name or a title of a screen, that is SAP Easy Access. Though this is termed as an Easy Access bar or a title bar. So if you can go for the next transaction, say suppose I am further in going forward with the creation of material master. So the material master creation transaction would be MM01. So once I'll put it out MM01 in a transaction screen, the menu bar, the title bar itself get changed. Here it will term as creation of material master. Same wise, if we'll go for the posting of MIGO, that is good receipt, it will come as a MIGO, that is good receipt transaction. So the title of the transaction will be displayed over here. Henceforth, it is termed as a title bar. Along with that, whatever the shortcuts of your application, like if it's an SAP menu bar, if it's an user menus, favorites, all this creating a folders, all these application will come over here. Henceforth, it is the terminology used for this is application toolbar. Going further, this is a command button or a command bar where you will give a command to your SAP screen where you put it out your transaction code which needs to be executed further. So whatever transaction you'll use, like creation of material master. You are going further with posting a purchase order, receipts, invoice, like further creation of sales order, or any of the transaction, creating of GL, editing a GL like in FS00, whatever the transaction code you'll use, that transaction will be treated as a command for your system. So that command will be put it out in this small command bar. Henceforth, it is called as a command bar. Also, whatever may be the status of your initial screen, likewise, if you'll have a taskbar, right? In your laptop or in a desktop, you'll see a taskbar where you can able to see what is the transaction were going on, or what are the screen which you had opened so far. Likewise, in SAP, we'll have a status bar where you can able to see what are the status of your transactions, or how many transactions are open. Also, over here, if you can able to see it, there is a quick short arrow button also, where you can able to find out what is the transaction code we are using. Along with that, what is the program you are using, what is your server name or client name. Those all details will come over here, that will also see in a further screens. So this is all about your SAP initial screen. Moving forward, I hope it is clear till this time. Any questions or queries with this initial screen? Now you can able to answer, right? What are the menus, or what are the standard toolbars? What is the title bar? Why it is termed as a title bar? Why it is termed as an application toolbar? Likewise, okay. Along with this, we'll also see today that what is the customization of your favorite transaction, how to design your screen, what are the different functionality of search, what is the different functionality of your sessions, what is the functionality of messages, and additional functionality as well. So we will quickly go one by one. So first we can able to see how to design your initial screen. So there are multiple options available in SAP system to design your screen, to customize your own screen. So I will quickly jump into system and show it one by one how it will treat it as. Okay, let me give a couple of minutes. I'll just quickly jump into system. So this is how the initial screen will look like. Okay, here you can able to see that what we are talking about. This is our menu bar. This is our standard toolbar. This is our title bar. Okay, this is our application toolbar. Along with that, this is our command bar, likewise, okay, which we already seen for the in previous slides or so in a mind map. Now we will see how to customize this screen. Somewhat in some screens you cannot able to see this initial picture at all. This will be blank sometime. Are you aware about it? Why it is so, and what is the setting to do so to have this picture on your initial screen, or to don't have this picture on your initial screen? Does anyone of you know this?
So,
No.
just a guess, ma'am, that like can we do it from like user data and user profile, something like that, visualization settings?
Okay. Little closer. So if you want to change this initial picture, what what we need to tell you? Go to extras, go to settings. Do not display this picture. If you just click on this icon and click on OK, the display picture will gone. Clear? So if you want to have any certain picture over here, or a display logo, or if your company logo is coming over here, and if you don't want to continue with this logo, it's a specific user transaction and a user settings which we are doing right now. Okay, so for your specific user ID, if you don't want to have that setting, just click on this do not display picture
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
and just click on OK. That's it. And this will go. Likewise, moving ahead, we will also see today that what are the other options which we can do it. Okay. So for that, click on this customize local layout option. Click on options. Please be patient and be interactive in this session. This is the major options or a setting which everyone needs to be aware of. Most of the time what will happen, I'll tell you the reason behind that, and then we will go for the rectification of the error. Sometimes you will see, right, if I'm trying to figure it out or I'm trying to creating one material code, okay, and while creating a material code, there are multiple material type coming over here, right, with the same name. But in the initial, I can able to find it out this is my material type or not, right, because the initial characteristics is coming over here. If the characteristics is not available, I'll just quickly remove it so that you can aware that what I'm talking about is coming over here. Most of the people will face this issue whenever they are trying to create a material code or trying to figure it out other purchase order, trying to create out sales order. They'll not able to find out why it is not coming with their initials. So if I'll go now in material master again, and I'm creating one material, are you able to see the initials now? No, right? There are multiple material types over here which are created as a customized material by each every one of us. So how you will now able to figure it out that this is material code is belong material type is belonging to me or not? You're not, right? Because the initial characteristics were not coming. The initial code is not coming with it. So most of the people will come in our different groups and they'll try to get the answers. Why it is so? Why in my particular user ID it is not coming with the initial nomenclature? For that specific reason, I am again going to another screen. I'll tell you over there as well, not in Material Master, everywhere, whenever the nomenclature needs to come. If I'll go to creation of Material Master purchase order, there also you cannot able to see the different types of orders. The nomenclature of your purchase order is not coming. So now how I come to know this standard purchase order document type is created by me or say someone else, right? We are not able to figure it out. So for that specific reason, there is a settings in your options. Go to options menu, go to visualization, one tab from interactive design. Okay, there are multiple options coming over here. We need to go to second option, that is interactive design. Go to interactive design, go to visualization 1, and in visualization 1 click on show keys with drop down list. Check box this both the boxes and then apply and OK. Once you'll do the setting, I'll tell you the exact outcome of this. Right now if we can able to see over here, the document type is coming, right? Now we can able to differentiate what this document and whosoever is created this and which I need to use, right? Likewise, in material master, in sales order, in your GLs, everywhere the nomenclature will come once you'll activate this setting. Apart from this, there is one more setting which will be very useful for you guys. So that would be in visual design. What this will do, if I will go to the initial transaction first and then we will come one by one. Okay, this is the initial screen. Okay, now we can able to see how my initial screen will look like. It's just a standard SAP screen, right? But if I wanted to have some different theme, some users will able to see a same screen in a different format or in a different role. So how that would be done? So for that, go to options. Again, in the first, we have an option of visual design. Go to visual design. There is an option of theme settings. So now my theme is selected as SAP signature theme, right? I want to change my theme. So if I wanted to have a Bilai's theme, it will look like your SAP S4 HANA. So I'll just click on apply. Okay. Close this transaction. Close this initial screen. Again, go to SAP logon. I hope you can able to see the difference, right? First, the screen was looking something different and now it is looking something different, right? Even the initial screen is also looking something different, the login page. Once I'll enter my credentials, I'll show you the exact difference which is coming. Are you able to see the difference? Now my entire screen will look completely different, right? Even the menu bar is coming something different. There is no toolbar. Altogether different icons and different settings. But the options were same. The terminology or the parameters will look like we'll have the same option button over here in the more options. If you go to more option, there is SAP GUI settings and actions, and then go to options. But in our previous screen, the icon will look like an desktop icon, right? In a colorful desktop icon. But now here the icon is not there. So in this way, you can able to change your theme. You can able to even change your icons which are coming. You can able to change your fonts if you want to have bigger fonts, your like if you want to have bold icons, if you want to change your folder names as well, you can able to do that by these settings, branding and everything. So you can explore these settings by yourself, and you can also able to change multiple themes as whatever available right now. I'm again going back to my initial screen because I am more comfortable with this. Till this time, everyone is clear, right? Any question till time? All clear? Good. Okay. Further, we will also see today how to go ahead with your favorites. Like if you can able to see over here, there are multiple options were coming, right? One is your SAP menu, another one is your favorites, right? So if we want, I want to change, or are you guys aware? First of all, I need to ask you a few questions. Are you guys aware that how many T codes were there in SAP altogether? Just a quick guess. No, there are 1,22,000 transaction code till date, a standard transaction codes from all different models. So how you can able to remember those huge number of transaction code by yourself, right? You are not able to mug up each and every transaction code. For that specific reasons, we have different functionality which is given by SAP itself. So for one of the functionality is your favorites. So what you can do in favorites. So as I am part of MM sourcing and procurement, what I had did, I created my one favorite folder as an MM sourcing and procurement, with that sourcing and procurement, I created different folders, and in different folders I had created different transaction code along with that. So once I click on this transaction, my screen will automatically popped up in a different transaction code which it belongs, right? If you can see, in I had clicked on MM01. Once I double click on the specific, I had redirected to MM01 transaction code. So in that case, I don't need to mug up all those respective transaction code, and it is also minimize or reduce my time because I don't need to go ahead with searching it the specific transaction code in Google, and then coming further with the same transaction code and hitting up the same in the SAP, right? So how we need to do it? Are you guys aware about it? How we can able to do it? Any one of you need to answer this? How to create your favorites? I hope most of people over here has already experienced, right? So they might have aware that how to create your favorites.
So hi, so we can, I think, go from system user data and we can expand the favorites like that. One of the paths.
I need to try this. Okay, in system. Hmm.
Yeah, user profile. So
Hmm.
first, I'm just, it's a guess. So user profile, and we can, so the transaction code that we know, and
Hmm.
we can also do that expand favorite. So
Hmm.
automatically our favorites will get, the transaction code will get added into the favorites.
Okay. Okay. So this is from your specific transaction code, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what if you are not aware about the transaction code itself?
Oh, then I have no idea. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Any one of you other than
Yes.
hmm?
So just we need to right click on favorite and we need
Hmm?
to add that specific transaction code.
Okay. So right click on your favorite menu option and click on insert transaction, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is perfectly fine. Okay. So both of the answers were perfect. That first one is if you know the transaction code, then you can directly jump into the transaction code and add it into as your favorites, as one of the Johnny has already said. And also, this is also the another option which is just now we just heard, that go to favorites, right click on it and insert transaction. That way also we can do. But if you are not aware about the transaction code, that's what I'm asking. If you are not aware about the transaction code itself, in this case you can just go ahead and directly click on, okay, I know the transaction code, this is fine. Another option is also fine. But at all you are not aware about what is the transaction code. So now what you will do other than Google? Okay, any other guesses? Okay.
There is one option like
Hmm.
the target. I mean, I'm not aware about that option, but there is one option there. Because that option, then transaction code will come with the
Voice is breaking.
Hmm. We are not able to hear you properly. Can you please come little closer?
Yeah. Can you hear me
Hmm.
now?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, actually, I was saying that there is one option. If you select that option, then transaction code will come against the SAP menu options. I'm not
Hmm.
aware about the exact option, but yes, that option is available. I have used that one.
Okay. Okay, fine. So, uh, if you are not aware about the transaction code, I'll tell you this option at the end or maybe in a couple of minutes or so. But before that, I'll also let you know if you'll go to SAP menu. Okay, there is an SAP menu. If you can able to see it over here, go to SAP menu. In logistic, if you are part of MM, go to logistics. There is an option of material management. sales distribution, sales execution, that is SD, production processes. Likewise, you have different options, right? Quality management, plant maintenance, customer service, every different module is available over here. Go to your specific module, whatever things you wanted to do. If I'm trying to create my purchase order, I'm just going over here and just click on this and add to favorites. That's it. Simple. In this way, you can able to create or add this SAP menu as your SAP favorites as well, as a user favorites as well. Or else, rather than creating or entering a right click, just press it on your uh, icon and just drag it wherever you want to and just dropped it in your folder if you have specific folder, or if you want to just drop it over here. If you can see, ME22 is added. Just drag and drop. This way also you can able to do it from your SAP menu itself. So there is huge list of transaction code which is already available in your SAP menu. Go ahead and search it from your respective business process, and then you can able to just drag it and drop it, or else right click and then click on favorites. This way also you can able to do it, or by already, which is already discussed, that just need to click on right click on your favorites and just click on insert transaction codes, and just click on whatever transaction code, like if you are aware about. If I'm just entering ME21N transaction code, enter, and that will be added as your favorites. But if you'll add like this, how will come to know that? If you can see over here, this is very beautifully designed, right? If you can able to go ahead directly one by one, you can also go and check it out one by one like this. Like if you'll go for purchasing, there are multiple options for purchasing. Likewise, if you'll go for inventory, multiple options for inventory, it will look good, right? Artifacts were very nice. So in that way, if you wanted to do it for your favorites as well, first what I'll ask everyone to do is right click over here on your favorites, and then first create your folder. Ask put it out whatever name you wanted to put for your folder. Say suppose if I'm write it out as like purchasing. So once I'll created my purchasing folder, whatever transaction I wanted to put it out in a purchasing, just click on the arrow which is showing just beside the purchasing, and you can now able to see the purchasing related transaction code. Just click on the purchasing icon, insert the transaction code, and whatever the purchasing related transaction you'll know, just put it out the transaction code in that folder itself. So whenever you'll want to execute a certain transaction or for a respective business process, you just need to click on this, and you can able to see the list of the purchase transaction related to that business process. It will be a better option, because if you have huge amount of list of transaction over here, then you need to look around what would be the main transaction or the transaction which you wanted to use. So it would be a better option. First create a folder and then add your respective transaction code. As you added, there is also an option of deleting a favorites. So I don't want to have this, as it is already duplicated, if you can see. So just click on this favorites and then delete the favorites. It is deleted. Even also, if you don't want to have a certain folder, delete on your folder. That will also work. Also, if you don't want to go by this menu, there is also one shortcut over here. Add favorites, delete favorites. Rather than clicking right click, you directly jump into over here and you can add your favorites and also delete your favorite. If you want to change anything from your favorite, that way also you can able to do it. Now, yes, Animesh, go ahead.
Yeah, I have an option. Go to the right click option where you have done the right click and selected one option to add that favorite menu.
Hmm?
How system will understand that suppose you are having multiple folder in the
Hmm?
favorite folder, right? And
Hmm?
if you click on do the right click and add to favorites, then
Hmm?
how that add to favorites action will understand the folder name in which that option will get transferred. You got my point?
Yeah, I understood. If you're saying by going to a certain transaction, if you added that into favorites, right?
Yes.
Okay. So in that case, you need to drag and drop your specific user transactions code, which are
Okay.
directly popped up or added.
Okay.
Because system will not aware, right? In which
Yes.
document or which folder it will belong from. It's a
Mhm.
user specific. So in that case, you need to drag and drop to a certain folder once it is added.
Gotcha.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other question apart from this so that we can continue? Can you please show which transaction you have and favorite master data? Can you please show which transaction you have and your favorite master data folder? Okay. So you want to see my favorite master data folder. So I just created one as in like material master, vendor master, purchase order, likewise. So these all belong from material master, likewise. These all belong from vendor, then purchasing requisition. Likewise, I had created my procurement related favorites for mine. It just I didn't updated it yet. It's a old one, but if you want to add or you want to have my favorites, I'll definitely be happy to give you all those. So if you want to you want to have those, please let me know so that I'll share with you all. Okay. Moving further, I already told you that from here as well, you can add to favorites or delete from favorites. Likewise, you also have an option in a menu bar. Go to favorites, and from here also you can able to add, change, move, delete, and everything. All other options were here, right? Are you guys able to see other two options also over here, like download to PC and upload from PC? Are you aware about what these two functionality will do? It's just a quick access guide, or it will save lots of amount of time when you are shifting from one desktop to other. How it will gonna help you guys, I'll let you know in couple of minutes or so. Okay. So if I had created a multiple folders, as I already said, I wanted to, if you want, I can share my favorites. How I am able to share my favorites with you? Because I already told you it is user specific, right? So for those reason, SAP is very helpful for us. So what he did, he had created one upload from PC and download from PC. We have two different options. What we need to do, go to download to PC option, and once you enter, he'll ask where you need to put it out this file as. I had kept it as favorites, okay, in desktop, and just saved it. So this is how the file will get created. So whenever I wanted to share this, I'll just share this file with you. What you guys need to do, just go to your initial screen, go to your favorites and upload from and choose upload from your PC. Once you choose it, it will ask where your file will belong. Just select this file and just click on open. That's it. That's how you need to do it. And once you click on open, automatically all the favorites which is added into my user specific favorites folder, it will get added as yours. As simple as that. Clear? It will save lots of time for you guys, right? Are you guys aware about it for before? That this is how, or this is also the functionality which here you can able to do it? No, right? Oh, most of the people will aware of. Okay, good. Yes, I hope someone has any question or something. Hello?
Hello,
Yes?
I am audible.
Yeah, yes. Can you please come little closer and speak little louder so that we all can able to hear you loud and clear?
Yes, ma'am. This
Hmm?
upload and download will useful for only this favorite or any other upload and download will be there. Only for menu,
Right.
only for menu notes like that, or if it is any other functionality will be there?
No, this is only for your favorites. If you can able to see it, this is coming into your favorites tab, right?
Yes.
So this is only belongs to your favorite upload and download. So whatever your user specific favorites, that you can able to upload and download. Even that
Okay.
will helpful if say suppose you are working in Sastrageek server. I'm just giving an example. And if in a Sastrageek server you had created this multiple favorites, but in your company you are using SAP, or in your company you are using SAP and the same menus you wanted to have it in your Sastrageek server or in other server which you are using other than Sastrageek. So what you can do is just download your download your favorites and upload the favorites in your other server or remote access desktop which you are using. So in this way, there is no need to again add it up your favorites and do like that, right?
Yes, understood.
Any other question apart from this?
Yes, hello.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll
so I
just have a quick sorry to interrupt. I just have a
yeah,
quick
no problem.
request to all of you. Before asking any question, could you please specify your name because I'm not able to see the names in a single screen. So if it is possible, please mention your name and then start asking a question. Thanks.
Yeah, okay, sorry. My name is Vedant,
Okay, go
Vedant
ahead.
Pandit. Yeah. So I just want to ask that if we are uploading from the PC, then what is
Hmm.
the document type? Is it like a Word document or a PDF or any file?
It's a,
Document
it,
type,
it's a text eliminated file, text file.
text file. Okay, so like the Notepad version or something like that.
No, you are not able to open it anywhere. It just needs to,
Okay,
it just belongs to your SAP screen. You are not able
okay,
to see it or open it in any other format.
okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question apart from this or we'll continue? Okay. I hope there is no question. Upender and Amman, if you are available in a meet, could you please let me know if there are any hand raise or question in a chat box so that I can able to answer it and then we can proceed ahead with the same. Okay. Moving ahead, this is all about your favorites. I hope you are all guys are clear now. Now, if we can able to see over here, in my favorite is also there is a nomenclature which is coming, right? MM01, MM02, MM03, the transaction code which are coming over here along with my name, right? Title of the transaction. But sometimes what happen, there is a settings which is not available in into your user profile, because of which the nomenclature is also not didn't come. I'll let you know like this. Okay. Sorry, I didn't removed it earlier. Otherwise, you guys will aware about it more. Okay. Are you able to see the transaction code right now? No, right? You are not able to see the transaction code. You are just able to see the title of the transaction code. So how if this is the case in your user ID? So what we need to do? Go ahead into extra menu bar. Go to your technical set. Sorry. Go to settings, and in settings,
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
click on display technical names. Okay, and just click on OK. In this way, you can able to see the transaction code for your favorites as well, if it is not coming at all in your user ID. So this way you can able to find it out what the transaction code belongs and what is the nomenclature for the same. Okay. This is also the case for multiple user IDs. They are not able to see. Once you'll try to test into your server, you will try to figure it out the favorite is in your as a user ID. Sometimes this might be the case that the user ID will not belongs to this particular setting, henceforth the transaction code is not coming in initials. So please go to extras, go to settings and just click on this particular icon. The transaction will looks alike and it will start appearing for your user. Okay. Also, in some of the cases, the SAP menu itself will not come. I'm just giving you a quick glimpses what all are the issues which you'll face sometimes whenever you'll try to do a certain settings in your system. So sometimes what happen, the SAP menu itself it will also not come. See over here, you cannot able to see the SAP menu. You can just able to see the favorites, right? There is no SAP menu at all. Even there is no option to enter the SAP menu over here with a shortcut. So in that case, how you will proceed ahead? Because I have told you to just drag and drop from your SAP menu, but itself SAP menu is not coming. For that reason, go to extras, go to settings, and just click on, just untick this. Do not display SAP menu and just click on OK. Now SAP menu will start coming, right? These all are the things which you'll face whenever you'll try to, not everyone, but most 10 to 20% of the user ID will not come up with a certain user parameters or something. So in this way, you can able to achieve all the respective transactions and those variants which we are talking about right now. Yes, Aman Khan, you can go ahead and ask your question.
At a implementation time, okay, once we are creating a user, okay,
Hmm.
this is you are telling me all about once I log in as a user and I can configure according to my requirement. Am I right?
Yes.
Is there any way to, for example, there is a purchase department, so I
Hmm.
can push directly that profile to the all the purchasing department users?
So it will belong from a role. The role belongs that how your transaction will look like. Transaction means it's just for an authorization purpose.
Got
So
it.
for this, you need to, as I already told you, it's a user specific. So
Mm-hmm.
user have an access to do or change the settings or themes or the favorites as per their need. If I'll give a yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, cutting you. For example, I design one favorite for the purchasing department.
Hmm.
Okay, there's
Hmm.
a group of 5 people doing the same activity. I
Hmm.
need to push the same favorite to all the people. So I have to
Hmm.
download and upload it, or there's any other way to push to them.
In a basis team, actually the basis team do the same thing, that they'll download the thing and they'll upload the thing.
Okay,
Also, there is one program which will run by a basis team. By that program also, they can directly connect all the favorites to different users. That
got
will
it,
also work. There are two
got it,
different options. Okay.
got it.
Apart from this, any other
No, no,
question?
no, no, no. Thank you.
Okay. Moving ahead, this is all about your favorites and SAP menu. Now, are you guys aware that how what are the different shortcuts for your transactions? Like if I'll go for a one transaction, that is ME21, and for your creation of purchase order, and if I wanted to create a new transaction, or if I wanted to have a new screen, what would be the shortcut for that?
It's
And
control N.
/n.
what slash n will do?
It will create a new window, but the old window will get closed.
Hmm.
And like, and if I want to, like, let's say, okay, this is purchase order screen,
Hmm.
right? But
Hmm.
if I want to create a master material,
Hmm.
so I will do /o mm01.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
this screen will also remain open, and that screen will also get open.
Good. Good, Vedant. Okay.
Yeah,
So as
thank you.
Vedant had already said, there are four different options which we'll see just one by one now. So if I wanted to have this initial transaction open and to have a new transaction along with this, a new screen along with this. So what I'll need to do, go to your command bar or a transaction toolbar and then just click on /o. Okay. What it will do, /o will do that whatever the screen is open, it will get remain open and it will create a new initial screen for me. So /o with another transaction, say suppose VA01, that is for creation of your sales order, and just click on enter. Right? The new screen will open, transaction code, but the earlier one is also available over here. So if you can go to taskbar and you can able to see two different transactions, right? One is create sales document, another one is your create purchase order. What if I don't want to continue with this create sales document? By mistakenly, I entered VA01, but I wanted to go further with VA02. I don't want at all this transaction code. What I'll do in that case, go to transaction screen bar again, enter /n. What it will do? It will close this screen which you are looking just now and open the another screen. Again, VA02. What happened? The earlier screen had closed and the another one is already open. That is change sales document. There is no other screen which is open right now, right? Only one. Likewise, if I want to close this entire session at all, if I'll have multiple screens which are open, /O ME23 sorry, likewise /O CS02 /O MM60 FS00. Likewise, I'll have different transaction codes, right? If you can see over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I just wanted to close all of those in a single transaction or in a single command. What is that command? Does any one of you need to answer this?
Yes, ma'am. /NEX.
Okay. Apart from this, any other?
Go into log of systems and we can do log of also.
Okay. I'm asking about the command.
/NEX.
This is from the yes,
/NEX.
/NEX is the one. Are you guys aware about any other?
No, ma'am.
Any one of you need to answer? Okay. So moving ahead, as someone had already answered that is /NEX. So first of all, I'll need to tell you guys there are two transaction code by which you can able to log off the screen directly. That is, first one is your /NEX. Okay. Another one is /END. Okay. Now there are just a slight difference between END and /NEX. So what I'll just let you know by clicking the same. Okay. /NEND. First we'll see that. What it does, it asks you for a confirmation, right? Do you want to log off? If I say no, it will not log off. If I'll say yes, sorry. If I'll say yes, it logged off. I jump out directly. Correct? Now we will see the another option. And now you guys need to tell me what is the initial difference and what you'll prefer. Sorry. I'm just putting out two transaction code right now. So now we have three. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. So what I'm doing, first we already seen that /END, NEND, right? Now we will go ahead with /NEX. What it did, it didn't ask for a confirmation, right? System didn't ask for a confirmation. It just directly logged off. Correct? So there are two different transaction code by which you can able to log off from the system. There is slight different variants for the same. If you go ahead with /END, then system will ask for your confirmation. Do you really want to log off? If you'll say yes, it will log off. If you'll say no, it will not log off. And by /NEX, it will log off directly. It will not ask for any confirmation. Okay. Yes, I think there is a hand raised by Aman Khan. Yes, Aman, go ahead.
Is there any command that without log off I can close all the open application?
All the open application.
Yeah, for example, you open 3, 4 application here, tiled Okay, and you can close only the what do you call the open application without logo.
All the applications or only one application at a time?
All the application at all the application at one time, and but it should not logo.
I'm not aware of about such transaction code till date. I didn't come across. But if it is so, I'll definitely come back on it. But
Okay,
till
let me
date, yes, go ahead.
let me check it out also. Because
Yeah,
you know you don't need all the time to go for logo for either it's giving an option or not. You just need
yeah,
whatever the open transaction. You just need to close it
yeah.
and continue with the other session.
Yes. So if this is the case, then you can directly go for /n and then it
Yeah,
will close.
yeah. One by one it will close.
But
I
one
can.
by one you need to do it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Or
Got
else
it.
there is an option of log off.
Okay.
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 Up. I think there is one more hand raise, right? Any one of you have any other question? Windows D. How do you close folders from the SAP menu? When you have a lot of folders open. Sorry, could you please unmute yourself and ask? Pablo?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, for example, if you are browsing the folders, let's say, for example, logistics, and you have opened a lot of folders, is there any way so you could close them all at once? So you don't
Yes.
have to go one by one?
See if this is the case, right? You're asking if this is
Yeah,
all
yeah.
are open, correct?
Yes, yes.
Just simply click on this icon. That's
Okay.
it.
But if
It
you
get
open
closed.
but then when you open it again, they will all be open again. Like, is there any way like to come back to zero so they will be all closed, or you have to go also by one?
You are asking like if this is the case, like multiple options
Yeah,
were open.
exactly. Like if all the subfolders are open and you just want to tidy up, and then you just want to close them all at once.
Okay.
If
Okay.
there's any shortcut for that.
So yes. So in this case, just go ahead over here and just again click on your SAP menu. If you
Okay,
can now, you
perfect.
can see it
Yeah.
all got closed, right?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
Thank
if this
you.
is the case, everyone, if you can able to see it, this is the good question which is asked. I forgot to mention this also. So if these are the case, like if you had shortcuts on, you had opened all the other folders from here, and now you are going further and you want to close it in a single shot. You don't want to go ahead one by one. Just click on this icon, that is SAP menu. It get closed automatically. Everything. No need to close one by one. Okay. Thank you for Pablo for reminding me for the point which I missed right out. And
Thank
I
you.
hope your question is answered. Yes.
Hi,
Moving. Yes. Go ahead.
I am Bhadraji. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering to know that by now we are clicking all the things by mouse, right? So
Mm-hmm.
is there any way to expand all these folders by using a keyboard? Would
Yes,
that be
by tab.
possible?
Yes, by enter and tab, you can able to do it.
Okay, great. Thanks.
And also, if you wanted to open further transaction code, you can directly go ahead with the arrow buttons. If you can able to see, I'm doing it by my keyboard.
Okay.
Okay, by up down arrows, front arrows and back arrows, I can able to open and close it. Now I am doing it by my keyboard itself.
Okay, so
Okay.
if we want to execute one transaction code, how we
Hmm.
can do it by the keyboard as
By F8.
F8. Okay, great.
Yes. Or
Thank you so much.
double click or enter on the specific transaction code, you can able to do it.
Okay, super.
Okay.
Thanks.
Anything apart from this?
Yeah, hi Neha.
Yes.
Is there the same options in SPRO?
In SPRO, what options? Sorry, I couldn't get
Like
you.
to add the favorites or like all the options you are showing here, right? And and is a screen. So can I get the same options in configurations?
No.
Like,
No.
okay.
This is all related to your initial screen, and the SPRO screen which you are talking about, it's a customizing screen, right?
Yes.
So if you will do certain things over here, that will be applicable for all. It's a transaction code, right?
Okay, but is
Henceforth,
it like if I want only the material master related to add it to my favorites, like configuration, is there a way to do that?
so by I'll let you know the transaction code for that. I'm not able to remember it right now, but there is one transaction code by which you can directly jump into your material master. No need to go
Okay.
one by one. I'll give me a couple of minutes or so. I'll just once I'll recollect it, I'll get back to on it. There are 3 transaction code by which you can able to directly jump into your material master, sales distribution, and FICO as well. So there are 3 different transaction code for that.
Right.
Once I'll recollect it, I'll get back to on it. Will that work?
Sure.
Sure. Anything apart from this, or shall we continue? Any other question in a chat box?
Yes, Neha, Nilesh this side.
Yes.
So sometimes we are not using mouse, okay? And while working, we are in any another menu, in any another transaction code in another field. So sometimes we want to open one any another window, right? So how to go to command box in shortcut? By there is any shortcut key?
Yes, by tab. That's what I'm saying. If you can able to see, I'm doing it by
Direct,
tab.
directly go to home. Means in that.
Yes. Yes. If you click anywhere, you just go to tab and then you can able to shuffle here and there. Are you able to see it in the system?
Yes, yes.
I'm doing it by tab. Okay. Anything apart from this?
Yeah, this is Manny. Is this documented somewhere? Are you going to provide us like a tips document or not?
You want a document for this navigation?
Yeah, is it? Yeah, if you have a tips, if you don't, it's okay. I'm just curious if you guys have one.
So yes, we have that, but the recording of the document, the recording of the session will be provided where you can able to find out whatever I had told you just now, because this is the recording session. Apart from this, in the beginning, I also started with the mind map, right? This is the mind map. This will be given as a notes for you so that you can access from there, and you can also create your own mind map as and when needed. Everything is covered in this mind map. Okay.
Right, high level. Okay, never mind. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Hello. Yes.
Yeah, hi.
Hello,
Neha.
hi.
I'm sorry.
Okay, you can go on.
No, please go on.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, so Neha, I just want to ask you that while doing the self-paced training as well, right, from the subscription, so sometimes, I find it difficult, following up with Parminder, while following his videos because I'm in the different time zone, right? So the thing is that you mentioned that you provide notes, right, from the visual design and something like that. So how can I access that?
So notes, what I meant to say is the recording of the session is provided, and after each recording, there would be notes for that specific recording. So in the teachable itself, post the recording session, you can also able to find out the notes or a mind map for that session. So once it get updated, so from there you can able to see it.
Okay,
But that
thank
is
you very
only
much.
visual, no downloading. Okay.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Yeah, but I thought he mentioned yesterday that they have to create that. It's not done yet.
Yes, it's not downloadable. Yes, you have to create your own notes and own mind maps, or you can able to take a screenshots by any chance.
No, he said he mentioned the mind maps was not ready yet. Meaning the recordings are, but the mind maps, he said, needed like a day or something like that to finish it.
Yes, but the thing which I am showing it right now for my specific points, that's navigation part, it is done by myself only. So you can able to find it out post this recording. Once it get uploaded, you can also able to see this mind map because it is created by myself. So I can able to upload it on the system. So you can able to find it out. Okay. This is just a quick mind map for only SAP screenshot, tricks, tips, and navigations. That's it. Rest, it will get uploaded once it will get ready. Clear? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Ma'am, the tool that you're using for the presentation, that mind map that you're showing right now, which tool is it?
Xmind.
X?
Mind.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Is it available freely?
Yes.
We can open it. Okay.
Yes. Can we go ahead with the session if you
Yeah,
guys
please,
will
please,
allow me
yeah.
to do?
Please, 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 please.
Thank you so
Sorry,
much.
sorry, too much question.
No, that's fine. I just ask everyone if you have a generic question, just a quick request from my side, please put it out your generic question in a chat box. We can take it ahead in a ending of the session so that we can conclude on all the topics and all the tricks and tips I wanted to tell you guys. Otherwise, what happens is if there are multiple questions will ask, sometimes I'll also missed out some few important related transactions or settings I need to tell you guys, right?
Got it, got it, got it.
So please be patient and we can conclude on that questions.
No problem. Continue, please.
Thank you so much, Aman, for the approval. Okay. Moving ahead, we already seen that the favorites and SAP menus, and we already conclude on the same. Accordingly, we'll also see that how to download and upload the favorites from here end. Now we are moving forward with the /O/N/END and /NEX transactions code, which are the shortkeys for your closing and opening or a certain transactions, right? Apart from these, in a standard toolbar also, there is multiple transaction code for the same. If you can see over here, there is a shortcut that is new GUI windows. As we already asked, you can also access this by tab option in your keyboard. Also, you can see it by your menu bar. So once you will click on this, the new session will get open. The earlier one is already open and the new one will appear over here. Likewise, you can able to create multiple transaction code from here as well. Okay. Also, I already shown you about the option. Now we will move forward with the transactions related variants. So how you need to go ahead and how to create the variants. We will see that now. So if I'm going forward with one of the transaction code, that is your VA0. Wait, I will go for MM ME12. Okay. If I'll go for a ME12 transaction code, that is purchasing document per supplier. Okay. This is a report for your procurement team. Enter your plant. Once the plant is get entered, you need to just enter whatever the entries you wanted to do and execute the transaction code. Just see how the output will look like. Then you can able to bifurcate why there is an option of scope of list for this transaction code. Okay. I'm just executing the transaction. Are you able to see how the transaction will look like? Are you able to see the options for filters, for shortkeys, for sorting and everything, or downloading the report in Excel? No other options were available, right? Correct? So the lookalike or the report output is not as per the need. So for that, what we need to do, if you wanted to open one by one, what you need to do, just click on this, the purchase order document, and then click on display document. By this option, you can able to see the specific document, but it is just not looking good for the reporting or for downloading anything, right? So for that reason, what we need to do is go to scope of list option here. As you can see, mentioned as best. Just remove this best and click on ALV display mode. Okay. Again, put out the same entries and now executing the same report in ALV display form. Are you able to see? Is it in a good phase now? You can able to see all the details as an Excel file.
Yes.
With with your labels, with your all the details, and you can also able to change your layout. You can also able to select a specific layout which is created earlier. You can also able to modify the drag and drop the changes or drag and drop the fields which are coming out, drag and drop the labels. You can also able to sum a specific transaction or fields you wanted to. Likewise, if you wanted to sum of your quantity, just click on this and just go on to sum option, total. See, now you can able to sum as well your quantities. Likewise, for price, whatever the menus you'll have for a submission, you can directly click on sum, and they can in there you can able to summarize your quantities and prices as well. Likewise, if you wanted to go for subtotals for a specific now, as there are different, but it will, I don't know how it will look now. Total as fields, okay. Give me a second. See, if I wanted to subtotal it, like for a specific material, what would be my total number of quantities for a specific material? What would be my total number of quantities or total number of price? So depending on that, I just click on the specific material or a specific doc type or a particular document date. On the basis of that, I want to summarize my report. Just click on subtotals and you can able to figure it out or change the layout as per needed.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
Or if you want to sort in ascending and sort in descending, that way also you can able to do it. There is an option of sort in ascending, sort in descending. There is option of filter. Go to filters, and whatever filters you wanted to put it out, you can just click on that. If I wanted to put it out filter on your material, just enter it, drag and drop into here, and just click on OK. Okay, sorry. Define values. So whatever material is available over here, just select that material, and then you can able to filter on the depending on that specific material. So only that specific material entries will come because it is filtered now, as you'll able to do it in your Excel, right? Just looking like an Excel, right?
Yeah.
So in that way, there are multiple toolbars which are open options available over here for your reporting purpose that you can able to raise. Also, if you don't want to go ahead with if you want to change the layout of this report, you can directly click on the field, press it down, and just drag and drop. That way also you can able to change layout of your report. And the other option would be by your menu bar, that is go to change layout option, select whatever fields you wanted as in what is hidden over here. That also you, if you wanted to add, just click on that specific field and just click on show selected field. It will get added in your report, and just click on OK. This way also you can able to change it. Or if you wanted to change the layout, as in you want purchasing document first, then item next, so just click on this arrow, that is move up. Then first column would be your purchasing document, then item, and then if you want material, just click on material, move up. Likewise, you can able to change your reporting structure. This is a one-time job. How it would be a one-time job? Once it is done, just click on save as, and just click save your layout with your name. Okay, if I'm creating it with my name, just click on OK and done. Once it is saved, the next time if I'll go again in the same report, I'll show it one by one. ALV document date would be, and just execute the report. And then if I wanted to select a certain layout, just go to choose layout and then create from my layout itself. Once I create it, the layout will come as at mine. Or I don't want to come up with the same layout, then again I wanted to have some different layout, go to some different layout and try to figure it out what are the different layouts which are already created, and you can have your user specific layouts as well over here, so that no need to change the layout every time. Just create one and save it as in your user specific layout, and that's it. The next time the screen will just look like yours. No need to do it again and again. Once it is done, this is all about your choose layout, change layout. From there you can able to do it. Now I want to explore this particular report into Excel file or download this into Excel file. So how to do that? For that, there is an option of spreadsheet. Go to spreadsheet, click on export to, and just give the desktop of whatever path you wanted to give, and just save it. Once you'll save it, see the Excel file will get created, right? Simple. The same fields, the same option, the same variety of fields were coming as a report in your Excel file, right? Now if you wanted to change anything, you wanted to further modify or further do a further reporting with this specific transaction reports, now you can able to submit the same report in an Excel format to your management. So for that case, there is an option of export into spreadsheet. So you directly go and just download into spreadsheet, and then you can able to export that in a spreadsheet format. Clear? Any questions on this change layout, save layout, export, spreadsheets, and anything?
Yes, ma'am. I have a question.
Yes, Durgesh, go ahead.
Ma'am, I'm a business user, ma'am. I will create some variants, but sometimes what happen when coming to office, some layers are automatically changed, which was not in the earlier format. It's completely changed. So, is there any other IT team will look after that layouts in our office like that?
No, actually, what happened, if you can just see into my scenario as well, when I was selecting a layout, there is option of layout selection, right? So if you want a certain layout to be selected, if I had already created my layout, right? If you've seen it, just I created slash and Neha, right?
Yes.
I just changed something and I just override the same. So what will happen? On the same layout, it get override, correct?
Yes.
So this might be the case in your thing. Or what in that case, what you'll do, rather than creating a default, you just click on user specific. So
Okay.
in that case, no one will get the same layout as yours. It will be a user specific with your specific user ID only.
Okay.
So no one will able to override your layout in that case.
Yeah, I think I'm selecting default. That's why most of
Yes.
the other users are
Yes.
changing the
Able to
field.
override. Yes. So in
Okay.
that case, just click on user specific, and your job will done.
Okay.
No one will able to do it then. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Anything apart from this? Anyone have any other questions, or shall we go ahead?
Yes, Neha. So can we export data in any another format?
Yes, if you wanted to do it,
Yeah.
yes, you can. I'm just moving further with the same. That if you wanted to export the data in other format as well, like in Excel or in other objects, so in that case, sorry. Might it not come?
It will be list.
No, I'm just trying to figure it out from here. Okay, go to local files option. From local file, you can able to find out different file option for saving. That is text, rich text, HTML, and clipboards. So there are these five options also there, which in which format you can able to download the same report if you want to. Other than this, if you want to download in Excel, there is an option of spreadsheet separately.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Neha, Neeraj this side.
Yes.
Yeah. So in MB52T code, can you go to MB52, please?
MB52?
Yeah.
Okay.
In this layout, now, can you go to layout? Like you can execute now.
Sorry.
You can execute and then I will go then I will
Which material code?
Anything. You can go with all stock or any specific storage location if you know. Or in this layout, there is some. Can you go to layout setting?
Give me a second.
Can you go to layout setting in this? Select layout or go layout setting. Change layout में जाओ. Change layout. What is this line 2, line 3? Because I remember in one some fields were not there in one of. Is it related to authorization or something? That what are the fields are visible here?
No.
No, right.
No.
And line 1, line 2, I'm not sure about that.
So this is related to when you have a certain fields where like batch management is active, or when you are using a warehouse management or bean and everything. In that case, there are multiple subdivision of a stock, right? In that case, there is an option of when if you wanted to subdivide a specific stock, or for a specific bin you wanted to see a specific warehouse, then that subdivision will come in that.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Most welcome. Anything apart from this? Or shall I move ahead?
Yeah, you
go ahead. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. So as you already seen that how we had exported the particular format or a report in your Excel format, or also there is an option for exporting the same reports into 5 different formats, right? Apart from this, there is also a table layout or a SE16 or SE16N is the transaction code. As you are going to be a consultant, or you are also a consultant which are working for different modules right now. So most of the people were about what this SE16 or SE16N will be useful for, or why we are as a consultant, why we use this. So could you, any one of you will let me know what exactly this SE16 or SE16N transaction will be useful for, and why it is used? What data it will give us? Yes, Aman, go ahead.
It will give you the table data that the transaction that you're passing in the system, you can access through the table names.
Why, as a functional guy or as a technical guy, why this table maintenance will be useful for?
In the some of our cases that when you are doing integration, bringing some data from the other system and to verify the data, to access particular tables, to where that okay, from this system this data came for the posting purpose, you can cross verify here all the things.
Okay. Also, I had seen some of the answer that Pablo had said related data about specific transactions, correct? Tables in which the transaction and master data is stored. Juren, perfectly fine, Juren's right, Momin. That what this table do, whatever transaction you'll post, right? I think you guys were aware about that. What are the different data which are available in its system? Like what are the types of data which are available in SAP?
Master data,
transactional and master data.
Yes, configuration team, transaction team, and yeah, you can say like that. Okay. So in that case, whatever transaction data or master data you'll create in a system, that will store in a certain tables in SAP. Okay, as a database, or from that database, whenever you want to execute a certain transaction, and then SAP Screen will pull up the data from that table, and the same data will shown as your transactions. Okay, because it is already stored somewhere. So where it will get stored in a specific tables for a certain transactions. So if you are if you are part of procurement, sourcing and procurement. So in sourcing and procurement, multiple tables which are used, as in EKPO, EKKO. Likewise, there are multiple tables. For SD, there are VBAK, VBAP, VBKN. Likewise, in FICO, there is different tables which are used. So likewise we have multiple tables which store different transactions, okay, or master data in a system. So if I'll just entering one master table, we'll go one by one, okay. So if I'll enter Mara, that's a standard table for all, okay, that is general material data, okay. Once I'll execute it, are you able to see the technical name over here? So whenever as a functional guy you wanted to enter or create any functional specification, FS, what FS will do, whenever you have a custom requirement for your client, that custom requirement, say suppose it's an integration part, where it says suppose it's a user exit, customer exit, body, BAPI, program requirement, report requirement. In that case, you wanted to provide a functional specification to your technical guy, a BAPper, which will create, who will create a program for you or your client, which will get executed as a client specific requirement. For that case, you need to be aware about what would be the technical name for that field and how you can check the technical name from that specific field, okay. Also, how to check the entries or details and how to tell the specific logic for that requirement. So if you are not aware about how to check the technical name, you are not able to provide an FS. Even you are not able to maintain or create any variants or specific client requirement, okay. So I'll let you know how to check what is the technical name for your specific field. For that, if I'll go for MM02, just because this transaction will use by multiple users, so I'm just entering the same. Give me 01 and P01, okay. If you have a certain doubts or something needs to be asked, you can go ahead and ask, because it's just a very crucial and very important terminology which you guys all guys need to aware about before proceeding ahead with any of the requirement or consulting work, okay. So if you'll go to any of the transaction code, any of the transaction, either it's a transaction data or master data, just click on the field you wanted to know for a technical name, click on right click and just go for help. Once you click on help, there you can able to see a toolbar like option. There you have an option of technical information. Click on there and there you can able to see what is the table name, that is Mara, and what is your field name, that is MEINS. Means is the field name for your base unit of measurement, and the table for that which stores the means is your Mara, material master details, where the field will get triggered. Likewise, whenever you wanted to, in the same as in transaction data, if you want to see, go to help, technical data, see, there also you can able to see the technical name and field name. As it's a structure, henceforth it is coming with a structure. There is a huge difference between the table and the structure. So likewise, you can able to see the technical name and a field name for each and every fields whichever you are using. By then, once you are able to find out what is the technical name and a field name, go to SE16N or SE16, enter that specific table name and search for that specific field. If you can able to know, recollect that the table name was Mara and mains is the field name, right? It is coming over here. That is base unit of measurement. Mains is in your Mara table. I'll execute one so that you can also have quick glimpses of what the table report will look like. This is how the SAP table will store all the related data for your specific requirement. So in a material master, there is a table name which is called Mara, which store the material requirement related details. That what is the type of your material, what is your industry sector, what is your group, unit of measure and everything, whatever belongs to your basic data 1, 2 and other fields that will come into your Mara table. And all the details were stored into the Mara. Okay. This is also can be exportable if you wanted to execute or download the specific things. That here also you can have an option to export it and export into local files or spreadsheet. That way you can also download the things in your desktop or anywhere you wanted to do it, or you wanted to filter same way you had seen into reports. There are multiple toolbar options for supporting you for a better reporting aspects. Aman Khan, can you please give me 2 minutes? Once I complete this, I'll get back to on your question. So this is how your table will look like. Now, if you can see the labels which are coming over here is at material, created on, created type. It is not coming as a technical name, right? So how you can able to find it out that this technical name you wanted to see in your output screen as well. Okay. For that, go to extra and click on technical view on. If you can see, detailed technical view is coming over here. What is the data type of your once you will need to provide an FS to your technical team. Sometimes if it's a reporting aspect, you also need to provide what is the data type for that material, sorry, data type of that field. What would be the output length or an input length for that, how much length would be there for that, and also what would be the data element. So all this respective functionality, all details will become over here. So no need to search for here and there, just click on this technical view on and you can able to see all the respective details over here as well. Okay, once you off it, it will go. So in a single click, you can able to see all the respective details for that. Also, some people will also use SS16, so I'm also going further with that. Click on the same, that is Mara. NP01 score. Sorry, star and then execute it. Same, everything is same, just there are two different transactions. Okay, that also you can able to see. Now, I came up with one question last time that in some of the cases that the table bar which is coming over here, it will not get displayed once you execute the report. Sometimes it will also happen. So in that case, what would be the case? We will also see that further. Give me a second. I'll tell you first why this will be the case. Then you'll able to find it out. Okay, so this is how the actual screen will look like. Now you don't have the options, right? Up there to execute in an Excel file, to export it. Neither it will look like the Excel menu. You don't have the option to download. Even the screen also looking something different, correct? This might be the case with your user ID. So in that case, what you need to do, go back onto an initial screen, go to settings, go to user parameters, and just click on ALV grid display. And if you want to have field name as a keyword, then you can also select this. Field name means a technical name. Or if you want to have field label, that is your label of your material. I'm just clicking on field name now so that you can able to bifurcate. See, MATNR, field technical name is coming over here. But if you want to have label, then material number will come. I'll show you. I'll click on field label so that you can able to recollect what it is doing. Okay. Now you can see, now it is coming material. Prior it was coming as MATNR. That is technical name for that. And once you'll execute it, now you can able to see all the toolbar options, right? As well as it is coming as an Excel file. And now you can able to download it. I'm done with SC16 and Aman, right? Aman, you have a question. Yes, you can go ahead now. Sorry for letting you wait for.
No, it's okay. One question is here. Actually, the master data for the transactions screen. For example, I define any item category.
Hmm.
Okay, in that item, I want to access the main table for that item category. Okay, for example, you are in the item master where you're creating the item. Can you open it, please?
Yes. Hmm.
Okay, select any item.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay. So open it. So I will understand that lookup, how many lookups are there.
Hmm.
Okay, if for example, unit of measure is okay. Okay, inspection valid, catalog profile. Okay, for example, material group, no, not that. Accounting. There is
You
a,
want basic? You want
yeah,
basic data? Give me a
yeah,
second.
basic data for a particular field. I need to identify. Okay, this particular field we configure in this particular table.
Give me a second. I'm just spitting out the same. I didn't selected that.
Okay.
Why it is not coming? Oh, it is
Item
already
category
created.
or
Yes, give me a second. I'll open it in MM02. It is already created, henceforth it is not coming. 171A. Now you are in basic data one. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, for example, material group L002. Okay, to find out the technical stat, which table I actually configure in MM configuration to particular that LL02. So how can we identify that one, and how can we execute through the SE16 and?
So I already told you, right? Go to that thing
Help
and go to help
and technicals.
Yes, technicals. That's it. Now you can able to find out the table name as well as the
Nara.
field name.
Okay. Here I can activate. Okay, got it.
There's
Got it.
already apart from this, sometimes what happened is whenever you I also remember one thing to specify over here, that sometimes what happen is sometimes you are facing certain errors, and on that specific error itself you can able to see a health screen like this. If you can get it a brief display, there you can able to see a complete display of this. There you can also have an option of configuration. See, customizing.
Okay.
Go to customizing and you can get directly popped up into configuration of that. So no need to go by SPRO path.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You can go and then directly click on define material groups and then click on OK. No need to remember the SAP path.
Yeah, that's the thing. SPRO thinks that where we are defining in the master data in the particular table, we can define directly. We can go in that way.
Yes.
Okay.
So from there you can able to find out your SPRO path.
Okay. Got it.
From that specific field itself. SPRO path as well as your technical name. Both can work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I hope everyone is clear with this. Yes, I saw some questions also. What is the difference SC16, SC16N? Nilesh, you have a question that what is the difference between SC16 and SC16N, right? So I'll let you know. In SC16, are you able to see a different parameters for executing a T code? Only this much entries you can able to see. Also in a selection parameters, there is no much input criteria which are available in SE16, but in SE16N you have huge number of input parameters by which you can segregate your reporting or your table. This is the
that's
major
just
difference.
like it's advanced version of this that we can say, right?
Yes.
One
You
more
have
question I was having on this S16N.
Hmm.
Like, is there any like entry limit? Because maximum number of bits you can say 500. I can change that, right?
Yes,
But
you can
is there any
change it.
specific limit there? Because day before yesterday I was trying to download some entries, and the number of entries I was able to say somewhere 8 lakhs. But when I was downloading it, I was here in maximum number of bits, it was showing only somewhere 5,67. So is there any limit for entries in 16N?
So as such there is no limit, but what we will ask people to just to have a different crunch, like whatever specific details you have, please try to enter that and then execute it, or if you can able to download it in a shorter way, that would be a get approach. Why so? Because if you try to execute a huge amount of data in a single shot, it will downgrade everyone's performance. On also it will throw a huge bandwidth for our server to access so far, and it will slow down everyone's SAP access and server. So better than doing that, whatever input criterias you have, like if you're aware about the material code, if you're aware about the material type, industry type, that way you can bifurcate or shorten the frequency of the data, so it will reduce the bandwidth, and then try to execute it so that shorter amount of data will come in a display, and a
But
specific data will also come. Yes.
as such, there is no limit like number of
No,
entries.
no, there is no limit, but we will ask people to do that. As I already said, it will sometimes it will crash the server, and likewise there are multiple disadvantage of having such things. So better to have specific data and to you, because it's a table level entries, right? So we need to take care of everything every time.
And what is that all entries option? Like I'm just able to see now. Number of entries is there, and then there is a all entries option, right? In the maybe
Where?
background number of entries. Upar.
Over here?
Yeah, there on right
Okay.
side there is all entries option, right?
This one?
Yeah, delay. Oh, delay take care. Fine.
Also, if you wanted to know how many like if we are just
Entries.
going to conclude this, that if I wanted to know how many different options were there, like how many entries were there in a Mara table, so in that case how I need to find it out, total number of entries. So for that, what you need to do, just whatever entries you have, say suppose I'll have my material number starting from NP01, that's my initial, and I just click on star, and I'm not aware about how many material code would be there with this NP01 specific material codes. So just click on number of entries and it will tell you number of entries found with NP0, that is 12. Only 12 entries were there where the material codes initials had started, or in between there is initial as NP01. So in that way you can also able to recognize, do you really need to execute the transaction code if that's a huge number it's showing off, or not to have it and then have a specific data as and when needed. These aspects also you can try. Yes, Zurin, you can go ahead and ask your question.
If you go to ME23 M screen, so I can see like there are different drop down options.
Over here?
Like yeah, display scope, no, at the middle. Like
here
there are character display and yeah, that one. So how do we get that one? In normal systems, I don't see this option. But in
does it look
SAP,
like this?
no, open that item overview. That drop downs which are coming, like all items. Yeah, that one.
This one.
Yeah.
So it will depend. I wanted to take this post our break, but okay, as you already asked, this will be depend upon your user parameters that we can able to do it from here. This is the option. Configure your user parameter for your screen. So there is an option how your initial or your specific screen will look alike. There you can able to create your variant. You can able to change your variant so that your screen will look alike as, and whatever fields you wanted to have, whatever field you wanted to drag and drop. Like I'm just giving an example. If I don't want PO quantity will be coming over here, I want my PO quantity to be over here. Okay, I don't want my delivery date to be here, I want over here. Likewise, whatever I wanted to change, I just change anything. Okay, once it is changed, I just go to my configuration, create, sorry, I put it out a name. Okay, create. Once created, see if you can see over here, my name is coming. Whatever screens or whatever single value, double value, whatever changes you wanted to do, you can do it and just save it. Okay. Now my variant is get saved with the specific screens. So in a specific transaction, a basis consultant will do this. And if in case it is not feasible with you, you further want any certain transaction to be look like what I told you, like PO quantity is displayed from here to here, drag and drop. So again, if I'll go to /n ME21N, right? It is ME21N or ME22N?
This is 23.
ME23, right? Okay, it is ME23N. So if you can see, right now it is not coming. Maybe I don't have an ought to do so. But once you'll do it, what system will do, once you'll execute this and select your specific variant, once it get created and you'll select it, the same variant will come every time for your specific user ID. No need to drag and drop every time. No need to have a specific fields as per your requirement every time. Once you create your variant, that will be fixed for your variant. Maybe I don't have auth to do so, so it's not get saved, but this is the field from where you can able to do it. Okay. By now, we will just have a quick 5 minutes break for you all, guys. I know it's we already covered 1.5 hours or so. We just quickly come back once the 5 minute break will get over, and then we'll again continue with the screen variant, transaction variants, and simple quick tip and tricks, which would be very helpful for you guys to continue with whenever you are proceeding ahead as a consultant, as a end users, as a technical user, whatever options you are selecting or a career path you are selecting in your future. So till now we had seen that what would be the case where we can able to see the favorites, how to add your, how to export, how to download the favorites, how to download your reports from different transaction codes. We already seen multiple questions were asked, where we can also find it out how to proceed ahead with the questions which are already answered. Okay. Apart from this, moving ahead, I also wanted to tell you three different terminologies which is very important in as a system navigations. Okay, so one out of this, there I'll just quickly go into my mind map. Okay, so there are three different messages which will you can able to see when you are performing a certain transaction into system. Okay, so what are those? We already seen the customization of your favorites, your screen designing. Now we will see the functionality of messages. So what are the different types of messages? So there are three different types of messages. First is your confirmation message. Another one is your warning message. And the third one is your error message. So if at all, if it's a confirmation message, so the confirmation message will look like this. There is a green button where the display of the message will be given as a confirmation. So this is just a confirmation message or an information message, where this will give you an information what the system is trying to do or what you are trying to do. And once you click or just click on this, the program will continues. There is no error or no bypassing of a certain message. Okay. Apart from this, there is also one message that is called as warning message, which will look like yellow, which will color will look like in yellow as a warning. Okay. So what will it will do, if this kind of message will appear in your SAP screen, you just simply needs to enter and the message will get bypassed. No need to worry about, the system will perform and continue its own transaction by itself. Just bypass the transaction by putting out an enter and it will go. Again, the third one is your error message, which is very important, which will pop up as in red. What it will say, if this kind of message or information will come, system will stop it, and the error will need to be corrected, or the required entries need to be put it out, as and then only you can able to continue your transaction. That cannot be bypassed. Okay, those are the three different types of messages which you can able to uh, see it into system. As well as apart from this, one important aspect about this is there are three different types of search option also in SAP system. Okay, first one is your simple search. What this simple search means? Simple search means, if you can able to see, this is a GL account option in FS00 transaction code, that is FI guys will use. Here you can able to see a binocular or a search option where you can just click on that, and once you click on that, there is multiple other options were coming as your different search entries. Okay, so this is how, once you click on this, the system will look like this, and it will give you a different approach to search a specific field with a different entries. Another one is your date selection search. What it terms? So it will look like this. The icon will look like this, double square. What does it means? It will populate a calendar for you, a date entries, date range. So you need to enter select or enter a specific date and just click on choose, and then the date will appear on that field. Also, the third one is your wildcard search. What does it means? Wildcard means whenever you are not sure about the specific entry or a material code or any GL code or anything, whatever you are using in a certain field, what you need to do, just enter a asterisk sign and just click whatever you know about it, just enter that, enter the asterisk sign, and then just execute it. Once you execute it, it will sum up all the related entries for that, and it will bring up all the possible accounts or entries which are included with that specific fields which you had used so far. So these three we will see in system as well, how it will work, and also how to proceed ahead with the same. Okay, and also we'll see what are the different functionality of messages, that is confirmation, warning, and error. Apart from this, we will also see some additional functionality which SAP system will provide as a substitute for you. Okay, so we'll go one by one. FS00, just a transaction code for GL entries. For finance guy will definitely know about it. So once you click on FS0, this is just a simple search. I hope you can able to see it. This is the simple search option. Click on this, and just as shown in the mind map, the new screen will appear, which will also give you a multiple search options. You can select, or you can search GL account by chart of account, by description, by deletion field, any keywords, and then all other rest of the options were available for your display that you can able to see. And once you click on that, you can able to search it. Also, if you don't want, if you, as I said, there is also a date option, right? So the date option will come wherever the date is involved. So if you can go to document date, double square option is there, which is treated as a date option. Click on that, the calendar will open, and then depending on that, just select on the date and the date will appear. Likewise, you can go ahead, and that's a.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
Date search. As I said, there is a asterisk option also available. So if, say suppose I'm not aware about the material code right now, but I know my material code will start from NP01. So once I'll click on NP01 and click on star button, it will pull up all the materials which are starting or anyhow belonging a terminology that, or a field or a name containing NP01. Once I execute it, it will throw an output with all the materials which involve NP01 for that. Sorry, I just put it out one date, so it's not came up. My bad. I just put it out NP01, and then a document date would be, I'll just see if it will come or not. 10/2023 maybe. I'll just execute the transaction code. Whatever material have NP01, that all those material will come up. No need to search one by one or wait for what would be my material code in this case. If you do not have any idea what to put out, same wise, if I don't know about the supplier, but I know it will start from NP, just go do it and has asterisk sign and just click it, execute. Whatever supplier have the name start or initials which includes NP01, it will come over here. Execute it. See, whatever the purchase orders I'll have with the supplier name starting or having a name of as an NP01, it came up. It's a great functionality to use. Try to use it and reduce your searching time as much as you can. Also, one more thing. I know every time, as you've seen, I am coming over here and then removing my best every time, entering my material code or plant code. Sometimes what happened? I am part of a certain team or a procurement team who only look after a certain plant. Say suppose my plant is NP01. I don't want the rest of the plant to come up. And I already know some of the procurement guys will aware about, okay, for this specific vendor only I am looking after for, or for this is the only document type I am working for, and I want the scope of list to be ALB every time. So every time I come up with to this transaction code, and every time I need to put it out all the entries and then execute the transaction code, again it is wasting my huge amount of time, right? Rather than doing that, what we can do is enter your required field, that is scope of list, say suppose ALV NP01. If you are looking after for only one document type, or say suppose a supplier, whatever it may be, just enter that and click on save. It will get created as a variant. Just enter your name of a variant, description, okay, and just save it. Once you save it, again if I'll go back to the transaction code, see the transaction will came again just like before. Again I need to do that. So rather than doing that, just go to choose, go to variant, and then just select your variant name. See, automatically everything get changed, and then I just need to execute it. Reduce your time in a half, right? Are you agree on that?
Yes. Yes.
In this way, you can also reduce multiple transaction execution time. Like I just shown you for one. You can create different variants for different transaction codes. In that way, you can minimize or reduce your time as much as you can. So in the same way, I just shown you for your reports. Likewise, you can also create it for your transaction details as well. If I'll go for ME21N, there is an option of personal setting. Go to personal settings. Here, there is an option of default values. Go for your default values. As I already said, sometimes the people will only work for your specific document type. As in, I had created my own document type, naming NP01. I'll show you that too. See, standard VO NP01. So I created mine. I don't want to see any other one's document type every time because I am aware about this is the document type which I created for me. Again, the purchasing organization and NP01, my company and everything. Again, then once I selected everything, I just selected on save. Okay, done. So whenever I'll go to the transaction code next time, I don't need to select these entries again. It came up automatically. Can you see that? NPB, that is my document type specific to my user, my organization, my group, and my company code. No need to enter it again and again. Similarly, if you're aware about your supplier, if you're aware about any further details, you can directly go to personal setting, go to default values. If you're aware about your item details, you can show it like my plant is NP01. So every time my plant is coming as NP01. No need to enter it again and again. Likewise, if my storage location is fixed, my group is fixed, my requisitioner is fixed, I can put it out. If I want more fields, I can add more fields into it. And likewise, in a header, I can put it out whatever the header details I want it as in default values. And that's it. Good to go. It will save lots of time, lots of time every day. So this is what all about the quick actions or things you can do to minimize your or reduce your timing. Likewise, this is the transaction level and master data level. Both I shown you how to do it. Screen variant and a transaction variant. Okay. Apart from this, is there is any question or a hand raise? Clear, right? Please give one example for personal setting in SD. Okay. So say suppose I'm going further with VA01. Order type. Have you created any order type before? Domestic order D. Okay, I'll take it. Take this one. Where the option is coming for personal setting. Okay, it's here. Over here. So create your variant and just user variant, system variant. That's I already told in a couple of minutes back before going for a settings. So from here also you can able to do it in a sales aspect. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Try to explore it from your end. And if furthermore, if you wanted to have any details like further more session on it on a we'll also have one quick session on how to create a user specific and transaction specific parameters. In that you can go by one thoroughly how to create it, how to proceed ahead, because there are multiple transaction by which you can able to have a different layout for your transaction depending on your user ID as well. Likewise, I'm just giving a quick glimpses how it would be. See, in my case, I'm seeing that I can able to enter or change anything once the purchase order is created. Give me a second. I'll just let you know. Okay. Once this purchase order is created, now I can able to see the changes of your PO quantity as well as I can able to change the delivery date, right? But if I'll select or create a user parameters and that parameters I had used in my user ID and rest of the user ID, then there are two different options, either to use in different user ID or to use it in my user ID who want to have an authorization. Depending on that, only those user ID will be responsible for having this authorization of PO quantity and delivery date or any further details to be changed in ME2022N. Apart from those transaction or user ID, none of the other user ID will have authorization to change it. Either they had entered ME2022N, even though they are not able to access those fields. Those all things we can able to see in a further trainings or live instructor trainings whenever we'll have it, and we will definitely further look after for having those session in a interactive way as you already did today. So we'll see it in a brief mode, step by step process, how to do it, how to conclude it, and how to proceed ahead with the same. So all those related queries will get answered in a further session on the same. Apart from this, anyone of you have any further questions or queries to be asked?
Yeah, hi Neha. This is
Yes,
Nilesh.
Nilesh.
So,
Yes.
how many sessions we can use at a time? Screens.
Screens. Okay.
Yeah.
So in ECC, there would be 6. In S4 HANA, previously there would be 8. But now in S4 HANA 2023, there are 16.
Okay.
Post 16, you are not able to access screens. So yes, it's a good question which is asked. I shown you, right? There are multiple screens which I was entering, and we are having a new GUI session, right?
Yes.
New screen. So Nilesh is asking how many screens we can able to open it in a single shot. So in ECC S4 HANA 2023 version, which we are using right now, there are 16 screens which we can able to open it in a single shot. In ECC, there were only 6. Okay. Apart from this, any other question? I think most of the things.
Yes, there is another question from my side.
Yes.
So sometimes we use production as well as development. As, like, so how can we identify that?
How you come to know which system you are using?
Yeah, because the GUI is for same, right? This is a blue color. So sometimes we need to switch in between production and development. So how can I identify that?
I was just coming after to this point only once the questions get close. That's fine. We'll conclude on this. So I already told you about the menu bar, everything, right? We didn't had a word about the status bar, right? So this is all about the status bar, or you can say a taskbar. So here you can able to see what is your client. Are you able to see this? The client is
Yes.
system SH400, which is our quality or a sandbox system. Likewise, in your system, you can able to see a development, quality, PRD, the client name. Also, which user ID is using, what is your program name, what is your transaction code. I'll go to one transaction code so that you can able to have an interactive session about it. ME11. Okay. Now, if you can able to see, the transaction code is coming over here as ME11. But now here it is coming an SH4. Wait, I don't know why it is coming like this. Okay. It is coming an SH4 600, right? I don't want to be this to be look like this. I want my transaction to come over here or appear over here. So what I need to do, just go to this arrow and click on transaction code. In this way, you can able to see in which transaction your code you are working for. Or if you want to see on which server or a client you are working, again go to that and click on client. In that way, you can able to see if it is development, then DEV client 200, 100, 300. Likewise, you can able to bifurcate on the basis of your client. That is development, quality, production, sandbox. Or you can also able to find out the program, your user ID, whoever is using, and transactions, as I already said. So that you can able to do it. Sometimes what happen, it will get hidden like this. Some of the user will not have the access to see it. They'll come to us and then say, why my taskbar is not appearing? So you just not need to worry about. Just go over here, just click on this arrow and it will start coming up. Clear?
Yes, clear.
I see some hand raise or questions. Yes, go ahead. Whoever have a question so far.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Sudipta and I'm new on SAP. So I'm understanding your customization and all steps, but together all steps, it's feels like confusing to me. So could you help me out of this?
What is confusing? Sorry, I couldn't get you.
Actually, the steps you are following, that if you are going to purchase document, why purchasing document is required?
Okay, so you wanted to have a basic understanding.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what's your good name? Could you please come again?
Sudipta Das.
Okay, Sudipta, the thing is, this is just a quick SAP access guide for you all. Okay, so
Okay.
how you will be seeing your SAP screen, what would be the quick tips and tricks to use. Furthermore, in which module you had book a
SAP
session?
MM. SAP
Okay,
MM.
procurement, right? Sourcing and procurement.
Yeah, yeah.
So once the different bifurcation of courses will start, no, so then we will take one by one everything, like for sourcing and procurement, material master, then purchasing requisition, orders, everything will come one by one. In that specific session you can able to understand the basic information related to that document and transaction. Apart from that, related to the transaction, what would be the table name, how to proceed ahead with the other settings or configuration if needed, the customizing of that process, business process, and the reporting and everything, which will
Okay.
be get concluded on that specific related session itself.
This is for
I'm not,
general idea for all.
yeah, yes, this is just a
Okay.
general quick glimpses how your
Okay.
SAP screen will look alike and what are the other things you need to take care while accessing your SAP to proceed ahead in a good way. And then
Okay.
apart from this, the initial screen will once the initial session will start, you can able to understand the basic concept. But for now, as you already asked, if I can able to give you some glimpses of it, then in a procurement cycle, yesterday itself we had a session, right?
Yeah.
Why there is a session where we seen the end-to-end cycle from your sales aspects as well as from purchasing aspects as well. So whenever you wanted to procure a certain material for creating your finished product into your system, which will be sold to your customer, for that reason, any authorized document would be needed, right? On the basis
Yeah.
of which your vendor will provide you a certain material. The document will contain your payment term as a payment methodology, when the payment will get delivered, who would be the vendor, what would be the material, what would be your delivery date, what are the conditions mean what would be the your picking and handling condition, and all other aspects. Depending on that, your purchase order will send to your vendor, and the procurement team will have that material into your premises as a raw material, semi finished material likewise. And on the basis of which you will create your finished good as and then that would be sold to your customer as an end result of your procurement or a complete cycle. Okay, you'll see one by one of everything, and don't worry, you can able definitely come to know each and every cycle from our aspect, so don't worry on any of the terminology that you will not aware about. Okay,
Thank you so
anything
much.
apart from this, anyone have any question? It is already it's coming up to 10:30, we are already 15 minutes late, so we'll just quickly summarize this session, and then we will continue the same on the next session or eternity or so. If any one of you have any questions, yes, Aman, go ahead.
Actually, I'm looking that SE16 and as per the SPRO expects for the configuration of these things. So I just need little bit detailed part of SE16 and how to identify where we have to the specific table where we are defining the master data that we are calling on the transactional activity. For example, I asked you last time also for the item group. Okay, there's a item code and the group name is there. Am I right?
Correct.
Okay, in the SPRO side, I need to identify that this is the table where I have to go and configure the item group name and the ID that will be called in the item master screen. So that is the complete cycle I need to identify. So it can be help me to whatever the master data I need to configure related to a particular screen. I can directly jump there and configure accordingly.
Okay, so related to this, Aman, I need to tell you that the material master station, as I already said into before just a few couple of minutes or so, that a complete session of a material master guide would be there by Parminder itself, or maybe Kunal will
Okay,
take care of it.
got
In
it.
that particular session, you will come to know what would be the SPRO part, how to proceed ahead with the transaction. It's just a quick glimpses and just a quick understanding of how the SAP will look alike. That's it. Nothing
Okay, got
apart
it.
from this.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Thank you. Anything apart from this, or any other questions, or anything apart from this you wanted to let me know, guys, or you are aware about which we need to discuss, or it will be good for everyone to understand? If we click on technical via help instead of table, we find structure. So it gets difficult to identify table for FS creation. How to deal with this? If we click on technical via help, okay. So in this case, there are multiple tables which are already listed out for your material master, for your different transaction codes that you should be aware of when you are a functional consultant. And that could be very helpful for you to proceed ahead with the functional specification, because sometimes in a transaction level that will come up as a structure as you already specified. So in that way, you should also aware about the basic table names or a list of table names from your end. Neha, could you please share your favorites? Will it be in your favorites in Telegram? Okay, I'll definitely try to do it. I'll share my text file with you all, guys, so that you can be able to access that from your end. Okay. Um, okay. One thing I just missed out, or I can say I just wanted to add it in this session. One thing which is need to be asked, that I already told you that there are 1 lakh and 20 or 21,000 somewhere around transaction codes which are there for your uses. As I already told you, you can able to see it from your SAP help menu as well. Also in SE16, if you'll go in SE16 or SE16N, there is a table name that is STSTC. If you wanted to check it, just mention or note it down somewhere, TSTC. By this table name, you can able to find out the list of standard transaction codes which are available in SAP. Sorry, I executed likewise. It will take huge amount of time. I need to close it. Okay. So there are multiple standard transaction codes. See, 1,73,563. So almost this huge amount of transaction codes were available in the system. So if you wanted to see a specific transaction code, what you need to do, if you wanted to see for MM related transaction code, go to transaction code. Give me a second, I'll just close it so that it will look good. Okay, MMs, just click on transaction code and enter MM and just star and then execute it. It will give you list of all MM related transaction code, whatever available over here, starting with MM. If you just wanted to see with M, if you just start with M, then it will give you all related transaction code starting for sourcing and procurement, which will include creation of vendor, your info record, your purchase order, everything. Likewise, for your sales order, for your sales related transaction, go for V, start, and then it will give you a list of sales related transaction. Same for finance, F. Likewise, you can go ahead and do it. You can get list of all the transaction code related for your specific module. Okay. So if you wanted to check it, you can directly go and check it from here and just download it. Whatever is needed, you can directly add that into your favorites, and you can then able to see all related transaction codes for your specific module. This is what is left from my side. Yes, I seen some 2 hand raise, right? Yes, go ahead. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, it's a basic questions, ma'am. If time permits, I will ask. Otherwise, I will ask in next
That's
session.
fine. You can go ahead. We have only 4 minutes left. Yes.
Yeah. In the session starting, you explained about display picture. We can remove and we can show this one, blue ocean. So we can have our own images, ma'am.
No.
No.
It is related to SAP or your specific logo of your clients.
That's all. We cannot put
Yes.
our favorite images like that.
No.
Okay. Then second question is, ma'am, while creating purchase order in the item category, if we mention material code quantity side by side, we can press and tab like that, so that it will go. Is any keyboard key that go to back like that? No, ma'am.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
Escape.
Okay. Suppose if we material code is entered, quantity is entered, from quantity to material we come to back, we need to press escape.
Sorry, if you wanted to, okay. You
like
are saying if you want, you are here and you wanted to
come back to delivery date.
Okay, I didn't see any. I think
Going,
I don't.
For
going forward, I know. Yes.
For coming back is not. I think it's not there, ma'am.
No.
Okay. Second, ma'am.
I didn't come up with this, but yes, definitely I'll try to search it so that I'll also learn something new from you.
Yeah. Why?
Thanks for asking. I'll search it.
Yeah. Why? Because I'm an end user. Little these kind of thoughts will come, ma'am.
I understand.
Yeah. Third one, ma'am. Control Y and Control C, copy and paste. We can do in Excel, from SAP to Excel. So can you show once again that one? Any kind of data we can do from SAP. We can Control Y, copy and paste.
Yes. I'll tell you that. Give me a second. It's a good thing and a good question which is asked. Most what I'll say. Most of the people or the end users whoever working or consultant, whenever you need to work in a certain transaction, sometimes you also need to copy paste a certain field from your SAP screen to your Excel rather than downloading, because the transaction will not get downloaded directly, correct? In that case, go to Control Y, select Control Y. Sorry, the plus symbol will come. If you can able to see it, just do it like this. It will get, sorry,
select this document number now.
Yes, if you can see, this is selecting. Okay, just then once it is selected, press Control C. Control C done. Go to your Excel file and then just paste it. Control V. Done. This is how you are asking?
Yes.
I hope everyone is clear how it is done. For that, I just clicked on Control C and Control V and then it got
Yeah, it is useful when there is having lot of sale order numbers, when there is having lot of purchase order numbers from like this also.
Yes.
And then fourth question is that.
Oh my God, you have fourth question as well. Yes, go ahead.
So, ma'am, actually in SAP, sometimes due to the server, it will slow down or it will hang. Okay. Is any shortcut key so that we can come without NAX? Why? Because for NAX also command bar, it will come into freeze mode.
Okay. So in that case, whenever this will be the case, when you're not even able to access a command bar, if you're not able to access a transaction toolbar. So in that case, what you need to do, just click on over here. If you can able to see, this is an icon over here. Just click here and just click on stop transaction. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. It will get stopped or close. If you want to close it further, see, it get closed.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear?
Yeah. And one small question, ma'am. Last
now
one.
again I need to log in. Yes, go ahead. Meanwhile, I'll log in into system. Yeah, that's fine. You can ask or come up with as much as you can. Yes.
Yeah, this is a very simple thought, ma'am. So in everything we are going with the command bar, right?
Yes.
Key code. Is there any functionality is there where we can use our voice also?
No,
If we use
it's
voice,
not.
it will come like
It's
that.
not AI triggered till yet, but
Okay.
near future, if it is, then we'll definitely come up with that. But right now, it's not there with a voice anything like that.
Okay. Okay. So why? Because I'm not in IT field, ma'am. What is happening in
Hmm.
IT field, we don't
I
know.
understand. I understand. If it is, we'll definitely come up with that. But right now, it is not there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Also, as you can see, we already use multiple transaction code till this session, right? So once you click on this, you can also able to see the list of transaction code which you use for a day or so. So total 16 transaction will come up over here. After 16, it will get replaced by the earlier one. Likewise, complete 16 transaction will come up for your display mode. Also, as I said, from here also you can able to close and have a new transaction or stop a transaction code.
Ma'am, can I
Okay.
ask one more question?
Yes, definitely. Go ahead.
Yeah, while I'm observing other users, ma'am, they're when they're giving a date range data, you mentioned that three such option date selection such is also there.
Yes.
So while I observed that in their monitor without any third, suppose today is 12th May, so without any point they are getting the data. Means 12/3/2024 continuously they are giving, the data is also coming. But in my case, I have to give 12.05 point, like that only I'm getting data.
Like this you're saying?
Yes, I'm getting like this also only, but few users will getting 12/03 without any full stop. They are
That's
getting.
what I did, right? 12/03/2024.
Yes, yes. Yeah, like that we are not getting, ma'am.
Right, this is a standard functionality. There is no setting for this.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Anything apart from this? One thing I also wanted to explain. I missed it out that too. That whenever you are accessing a certain fields, right? I also tell you that there is an option of search options. As in, there is one other option. This is a multiple selection option by where you can able to see a multiple selections. Like if I wanted to access a single different transaction in a single stroke, say suppose I want to have a supplier starting from NP also and some other, say suppose VN. Okay, I want two different suppliers to be starting from. So in that case, you can also have multiple selections. I'll just remove the T code so that it will come up and then execute the transaction. And this way you can also have multiple selection for your same reports. Again, another thing, if you want to exclude certain things, if I don't want my vendors to be come up where the NP initials is there. So what I did, I entered the specific field in exclude single or exclude ranges if you wanted to exclude certain ranges. I'm just excluding a single value right now, henceforth I am mentioning like this. So I'm just excluding wherever the NP is coming in my vendor supplier details. Okay, execute it and then it will come up. Oh, sorry, executed a complete report. Give me a second or so. So I just excluded NP transaction. Okay, NP stop. Wherever the NP is there, it will not come. And then your plant as NP01 and execute it. So it will exclude all the purchasing orders which have the supplier master other than NP. Likewise, also you can able to bifurcate or filter it. This is all from my side from today. Anyone have any other question or shall we conclude on this? I hope everything is clear.
Yes, ma'am. We can conclude, ma'am. But most of the points we are recollected, ma'am, by your learnings. We are relearned actually. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for your feedback. Anything apart from this? Do anyone have any other question? I feel as I already got an input so far that most of the tips and tricks will be useful for you guys in near future. and all the best for your coming sessions and for your coming endeavors. We will definitely get back to you on it. And if you have any questions or queries, you can come up on your specific Telegram group or your module specific Telegram group, where you can able to connect. Also in Telegram, I am also available as a Neha Parihar. You can also search for that, and you can come up directly to connect with me as and when needed. Okay. Yes, you will get the recording of this session if it is you had already registered for any of the modules or bundle. You will definitely get the recording of this session post 24 hours. So wait and have patience. Post 24 hours, it will get uploaded, and you can have access to have that. Anything apart from this? Okay. Thank you so much for joining. That is all from today from my side. Looking forward to have more such interactive session with all of you. Bye bye and good night and good day for now.